Hey guys, welcome to this video where I will be attempting a sort of modified vegan keto diet. You may have seen in a past video I tried a raw vegan sort of cleanse, but if you haven't watched it, the main result was that it did help me feel a bit more energized and a little more, I guess, cleaned out internally and mentally, but I did not think it was something that would be really sustainable long term. This one I'm doing again is going to be a sort of temporary detox, but afterwards I am hoping to implement some lasting changes. For the detox part of it, I'm going to be cutting out all processed sugars and all simple carbohydrates. So obviously no sweets, no white rice or bread. I'm going to be very heavily plant-based. And the reason I'm doing this is because I found myself eating a chocolate bar at 11 p.m. last night for the fourth night in a row, and I was like, okay, this is getting a little out of hand. I'm constantly craving like bread and noodles and everything that's loaded with carbs. So I figure I need this little detox to kind of reset all those insulin levels and whatever in my body. But then afterwards, I do plan to reintroduce things such as rice and bread, but just not at the same volume or regularity as my diet is right now. I'm also going to be doing a bit of intermittent fasting because it is normally nighttime where I am craving these high sugar foods. So I feel like if I stop eating around 8 p.m., that'll also kind of help with that association I have created for myself. But anyways, last night I pretty much cleared out the rest of my fridge. As you can see here, it is practically empty. And so I figured that would be a good opportunity for me to start with a clean slate. So first stop in this journey is going to be the grocery store. Back from the grocery store. I made it out unscathed. So first up, I got some oyster mushrooms. Okay, so I'm actually going to hold off on sharing my complete grocery haul because even though I did get some things right, I also got a lot of things wrong, such as having root vegetables like carrots and beets, and lots of fruits like apples and bananas. Now I guess let's go on to the meals I make. Hey guys, just a little update. I'm just under a week in, maybe it's like 5-6 days, and I'm eating my last apple. So I figured this is a good time to update you on how this is going and some adjustments I am making. So for the most part, it's been pretty good. I've actually found that I'm okay with not, having something sweet after, late at night, especially when I'm incorporating the intermittent fasting. I'll have like a craving or urge to have something, but it'll only last a few seconds and then I just distract myself and it goes away. But I have realized that the fruits, as you can tell, I finished most of my bananas and then froze the rest. I think I'm going to have to part ways with the fruits for a while because they are kind of spiking my blood sugar, I feel like, or my insulin. I should note that I do have PCOS, so I am more insulin resistant than the average person. So for me at least, I think I am going to need to cut out fruits, especially because I do want to still have beans. That's a great way for me to get protein, and beans already are a little high in carbs if you truly want to be low carb. So cutting out the fruits and keeping the beans. What else? Oh yeah, another reason why I kind of want to cut out fruits is because I think I also need to add more fats. I've found that I'm not really getting full enough. So at the end of the night when it's like 7:50 p.m., I have to eat like half a thing of yogurt, which at least that's healthy, but I should be getting full from my meals. Anytime you go on a diet, you should not be doing crash diets. You should still be eating to a point of satisfaction. If you're really hungry on a diet, you're going to fail. So I need to restructure my meals to have a little more fat and protein in them, and so if I'm going to be adding more fat, I should be cutting down on carbs, I feel like. So yeah, there's my update, but otherwise feeling great. And surprisingly, I don't miss like the taste of like bread and cereal and pasta and stuff, or even rice that much, even though I ate it with like every meal. It's more, I do miss the convenience of it. It is a little more time consuming to cook meals that are like all fresh and plant-based rather than just like getting a thing of toast and putting spread on it. But oh well, see you guys in another week or so. I'm gonna savor this last apple. Time for another update. It's now a little more than 3 weeks in, and this whole low carb thing is amazing. I love it. As I mentioned in the last update, I ended up cutting out the apples and bananas. I also don't even really eat beans anymore. If I do, it'll just be like a small serving. So I am really trying to lean towards a low carb diet. I guess it's definitely not keto because I realized keto is like under 20 grams and that's a bit too strict. I don't like to count my carbs or macros, so I just try to buy things that are naturally low in carbs. But yeah, I'm feeling great energy wise. I am not needing to constantly snack throughout the day. I can eat a meal and feel so full and satiated afterwards, which is amazing because I have not felt that way in a really long time. I overall just have a lot more energy, and yeah, I'm loving this. So when I say I have gone a little harder into this low carb thing, my grocery hauls are also very different from that first time. So let me show you what it looks like now. Let's start here with my fruit basket. Now the only fruit in here are avocados. Then I have garlic, ginger, lemon, tomato. I also usually have onion, but I just ran out. Then here in my fridge, here are different sauces. I use Vegenaise quite a lot. Then I stocked up on some vegan cheese. They don't expire anytime soon, so I just bought a lot all at once, but I actually don't have it that often because the carbs can add up. It's just a once in a while treat. And then I ended up getting vegan meats. So here's a chicken, which is really good, and this ground beef and tofu. The reason I added in the processed meats, I know I said I didn't want that at first, but it definitely makes it a lot easier to get full from a meal. And I found that as long as I mix it with a meal that has a lot of veggies, I feel fine after. In the past, I would feel very bloated and heavy if I had processed vegan meats, but I think that is more because of the way in which I was eating them. If I have them in a salad or a stir fry or some veggie rich meal, I actually feel very full and satisfied and good after. So then here I have radishes, arugula, Brussels sprouts, green beans, more lemon, broccoli, cucumber, purple cabbage, more sauces like soy sauce. I still have quite a bit of yogurt, coconut cream, and hazelnut milk instead of oat milk. Then vegan butters. Here in my pantry, we have different nuts, cashews, and ground hazelnut, seeds, sunflower, chia, flax, and beans, which I mentioned I occasionally have a little bit of. Then here I found this edamame pasta substitute in one portion, which is half the box. There are 11 carbs, so not bad, although I would eat that on a day where the rest of my diet is super low carb. So yeah, I try to be conscientious of not mixing two medium carb things together. Then here are shirataki noodles, which is good for stir fries and soups, cacao powder, maca powder, pea protein, peanut butter, and then two types of tahini. There's a white and dark sesame seed. Then this vegan pesto, which uses tofu instead of Parmesan, and yeah, it's really tasty. I love this. Then the keto staple, MCT oil. That's when you know I'm really going hard in this low carb thing. And of course, the vegan staple, nutritional yeast. Coconut oil, different types of vinegar, supplements, cold brew coffee, and almond and coconut flour. I think I'm enjoying this diet so much that it's actually going to become my full-time diet, at least when I'm home and I have access to my groceries. And rather than it just being like a few week or 1 month cleanse, I think I've finally found a diet within the whole range of different vegan diets you can have that really works for my body. So this isn't going to be a 1 week or 1 month cleanse like I thought it was. When I go out and eat at restaurants with friends and stuff like that, I'll make exceptions and have pasta, pizza, whatever, because I don't want to be too strict on myself, and also because low carb vegan is probably one of the most restrictive things you can think of, so I don't expect that most restaurants will cater to that. Also, I live in Europe, and I think my Belgian ancestry would be a bit disappointed in me if I just never drink beer again. So I am going to make exceptions once in a while, but this is now going to be my go-to way of eating. I just feel so amazing, as I said earlier, and as you can tell, maybe my double chin is going away slightly, slowly but surely. And also I'll add a quick photo here of my stomach before and after. As I mentioned, I'm someone who has hormonal issues, insulin issues, so weight gain was a really, really big problem during the last year or two of my veganism. And so if you're also struggling with that, I hope that maybe you can just try modifying your macros. You don't even have to track them, I don't, but instead of walking away from all of veganism completely, just try adjusting some things here and there. I'm sorry I don't weigh myself. That just has caused me a lot of mental distress in the past, so I think it's better to go by how I feel, how my clothes fit me, stuff like that. And in that sense, it is all going amazing. I think this is a very sustainable diet, again, as long as you are able to get the right ingredients and cook for yourself. Unlike in the raw vegan diet, that was something I thought was a good cleanse, but would have been really unsatiating and really a hassle to do long term. But some things from the raw vegan diet I still incorporate now. Like I still have at least one salad a day or something. So yeah, sorry for rambling so much, but I'm really happy I have finally found a food regimen that works for my body. I feel like I am healing my psyche and physical well-being with all these nutritious foods. So because this is just something I'm going to keep doing, I'm going to end this video here about a month in. And if you guys have any questions or want to see more of something, just let me know in the comments below. I hope this video maybe inspires you to also try a low-carb plant-based diet if you've been considering one, or maybe some of the meals I made, you can try them out. And yep, so I will see you guys next time. Bye.